So you don't learn anything more from losing than you do from almost losing. All right, we got a lot to learn. Obviously not pleased with the start of the game. Love the finish. Our guys are winners. They're going to finish, and they're going to win. But we can play better and not put ourselves in that situation. Obviously the turnovers, the penalties, things we can improve on. But our guys fought and won the game, and special teams were outstanding. I thought special teams won the game for us today. Mick did a hell of a job. Kickers did a great job. Offense and defense had spurts. Nothing that I was wanting to see, but stuff we can work on.
So you had the 4 turnovers. You put the ball on the ground a lot. The last one by Godwin, it's uncharacteristic of him, but what did it mean for him to come back and make a big play to get you in field goal?
That's Chris. You know, he's going to fight for every inch, and sometimes, you know, he got a good lick on him, but he's going to bounce right back and then make that big play. And then, you know, we're just trying to burn clock off for the kick and not give him anything at the end. So I thought our guys executed that part of it really good. And there was a lot of confidence to go win the game.
Bruce, the throw down the middle of the field, the throw to Gronk, you didn't have any timeouts, the clock's at issue. Just the confidence to be able to throw down the field and know you could handle the clock.
Yeah, our guys do a great job of getting back, getting up and down, and you have to have chunks. In those situations, you got to have chunks. Somebody's got to make a big play, and they did.
Can you just speak to the connection of Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski? I mean, the last time you guys played in this building in a regular season game, not regular season, but Super Bowl game, they had 2 touchdowns. They had 2 touchdowns tonight. Yeah, I mean, Gronk's a hell of a player. Gronk's in the best shape he's been in a few years, and they have that history. So he doesn't have to be looking. Tom's going to throw it at the back of his head. He knows, oh, it's probably coming there. And so, yeah, that's unbelievable chemistry they've had for a long time. What can you also say about your kicker specifically? I mean, coming off the COVID list, obviously tonight wasn't a great night for kickers, but to go out there, the game on the line, and he delivered.
Oh, never a doubt with Ryan. Never a doubt with Ryan. His son's 5th birthday tomorrow, and I want to wish him a happy birthday, and Ryan's heading out here as fast as he can to get to that birthday party. So never a doubt.
Bruce, Dak Prescott coming off a horrific injury. Looked like the game plan. You know, he threw it 50-something times. It looked similar to what the Rams were a year ago. They just attacked the perimeter. What did you see they were doing?
I've known Dak a long time, and I have so much respect for him as a person and a man. And, you know, what he did at Mississippi State was legendary. And he's just a tremendous football player, a tremendous leader. You know, it's a shame he had to play Brady.
Coach, your secondary was depleted, decimated. What did they show you tonight?
A lot of heart, and you know, Andrew Adams just got here the other day, and he's out there playing when Mike cramped up, and I think Sean's going to be okay. It was a dislocated elbow, but I think he's going to be all right. But those guys, they battled. Dean had a rough night, but Dean's a hell of a player, so he bounced back. He made some big plays down the stretch too.
Coach, you talked about the confidence that you had and the team had to come back and win that game. How much do you think that confidence and that cohesion of playing together and having everybody together is going to take you as far as you want to go this season?
Yeah, I think in tight ball games we have a ton of confidence, you know. But for me, just don't put ourselves in that situation. You know, let's play better and have that 14-point lead we should have had instead of fumbling that ball on the inch line. So it's just a matter of the confidence is real and it's earned. So yes.
Did you expect that kind of Dallas Cowboys team today? Did you expect them played so well? Yeah,
Dallas is a hell of a football team. When you look back when Dak was healthy and the offensive line was healthy, they were putting up 30-some points a game, so it didn't surprise me. I would have liked to have seen us play a little bit better.
What can you say about the play of Jamel Dean? What can you say about the play of Jamel Dean?
Jamel Dean, he's going to get better, but he made some plays. I mean, a big tackle down there on the goal when they threw the screen, and he's going to get thrown at. That's part of playing the corner.
Bruce, is there, I don't know if the pressure's the right word. You won a Super Bowl, right? But you're coming out. I know you guys are in the locker room. They got a lot. They bring the trophies out. There's a lot of smoke and pyrotechnics and everything. I mean, is there pressure to go out and perform and put on a show, or do you think they were affected at all by all?
No, I don't think so. It just took forever to start that game. You know, we do the coin toss and we're ready to play football. We still got to do the anthem and we still got to do all this other stuff. So that part of it was different. But there's no excuses. That's what we expected. We kind of practiced it that way, you know. So there's no excuse to start the game offensively. It's like, okay, let's go 3 and out and just go score a bunch of points. And defensively, same thing. So it's something we got to work out.
Bruce, I know it's your second year with Tom, but to know that there's a minute and change left and you have him on your side, what's that feel like for you as a coach?
Oh, there was no doubt we were going to go win the game. with him, it's just who's going to make plays, and guys up front did a hell of a job protecting, and guys went and got open.
How valuable to have the extra couple of days after week 1 this season?
I mean, this is like 3 open dates for us already. I mean, I'm not real fond of it, but those 4 days off and playing here now, 3 days off, I'm more concerned about the COVID than I am the football team.
And Bruce, what can you say about Antonio Brown's game? Just the night that he had.
Typical AB. Typical AB. When he's going to play that many snaps, he's going to show up, and he's going to make plays. Okay. Too bad he can't dress very good.
For a game that was so close, what did it mean for you to be able to have such a meaningful, impactful performance tonight?
Well, it's about the team tonight, putting our will on display, being able to rally from behind and finish the game on top. Was a great feeling here in the home stadium.
AB on the touchdown, were you surprised you had single coverage and you looked pretty flat-footed off the line?
I'm never surprised. I just react in the moment. Tom made a great throw and was able to make a big play.
Antonio, to have a close game like this, to have it come down to one drive at the end, what does that do for you guys as opposed to maybe an easier win in a game like this?
I think it allows us to know we got to get better. We don't want to be in a lot of situations like that, but anytime you're quarterback, TB12, you got an opportunity to come rally back.
What was going through your mind there on that final drive? Coach Arians said he had no doubt in his mind you guys were going to go down and win this ball game.
Well, we've been working on our 2-minute game. As soon as the situation presents itself, Tom, let the guys know we're going to be in 2-minute mode. And, we've been in that situation before in training camp throughout the year. So it's great to see it come alive today in the stadium.
AB, this is your second year with Tom. Gronk's second year with Tom here. You guys seem, a lot healthier, a lot more chemistry. Is there another level you guys could take this offensively?
That's our plan. Everyone in the building put in a little bit more effort, and that's how it goes.
Do you feel like some people are sleeping on you a little bit?
Just keep them asleep. No one likes to be waking up, right?
You got here late last year, and you had to learn so quickly. What was it like for you to be able to walk into the stadium tonight and feel the energy of the fans? Do you feel like you have that sense of belonging now? I know it was so different last year with COVID. You only played in front of 22,000 in the Super Bowl. Did you feel that sense of belonging tonight here?
Well, I'm still grateful, to have the opportunity to do what I love and do what I love with a bunch of great guys in the locker. So I don't take it for granted. I'm grateful to come out here today and grateful to leave on my feet.
Coach talked about you playing increased amount of snaps. Would you like to keep playing as many snaps and being as involved as you were today?
I love to play.
And just at this stage of your career, obviously you've been through a lot in your career. What does a game like this mean to you and a season like this mean to you?
It's a great way to start off the year. Battling adversity, having some adversity, and being able to rally back to win. That's signs of a championship team and a good group of guys. So it's a great day today.
What can you say about the performance of Rob Gronkowski? He had 2 touchdowns, just like, the last time you guys played a big game here.
Well, he's the big nest. When the big nest get rolling, you better watch out.
Would you please describe the feeling of scoring the touchdown and now having the crowd, making some noise about your performance?
It's a great feeling. Explosive play, exciting moment, exciting.
How's the knee feel?
Thank God I'm walking. Thank God I'm walking. Running 20s.
Feel a lot better though since the surgery. I know you missed a day this week, but does it feel better? I know Coach Garver was talking about like at the NFC divisional game, like you had difficulty like just even planting your foot.
Well, thank God these guys got a great staff. Alex Guerrero, Robert Slater, the whole training room staff. They do a good job taking care of me and prepping my days for the week so I could come out and be the most productive when it's game time.
Do you feel like the surgery in the offseason will allow you to continue to play longer and more the way that you're accustomed to playing? Or?
We'll see.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Si quieres ganar esta era, se requiere más que estrellas para ganarte los galones. Y si quieres ganar en este escenario, tienes que matar tu ego antes de que puedas matar los gigantes. Es por eso que este equipo está construido de manera diferente. Otros equipos ven un campo. Nosotros vemos un polígono de pruebas. Un lugar para demostrarle al mundo que hay un mundo de diferencia entre lo que ellos piensan que podemos hacer y lo que nosotros sabemos que podemos.
Estados Unidos es campeón de la Copa Oro.
Una nación bajo el radar, hartos de esperar y dispuestos a trabajar. Pero si realmente quieres hacer ruido,
Is it easier than having us in there in your face?
A little bit. I like it a little better than Zoom too. You get to see people.
Chris, take us through, obviously, you must have felt bad about the fumble at the 2. You're trying to get extra yards.
Yeah.
Guy gets a hit on you, but then the ability to come back, make the big play, and get your team in field goal range.
Yeah, obviously you never want to put your team in a compromising position like that. Just trying to make a play. I got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. But I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to redeem myself and to ultimately help us get a victory, and that's all that really matters.
On that, that final catch that you had, like, did you know where your body was in the air? Because you were, like, spinning as you were doing it. Like, how did you have the wherewithal to be able to, like, stay within bounds?
Yeah, I mean, you typically have, like, a good feel for, like, where you are on the field. Like, I knew I wasn't, like, that close to out of bounds to, like, where I needed to, like, toe tap or anything. I'm more upset that, like, I got to be aware that he fell because I probably could have scored on that if I knew that. I was thinking just get out of bounds. But it's something to learn from.
Was it close to an offensive pass interference? Did you worry about that? Because
no.
It looked like you had to separate a little bit.
No. Never worry about offensive pass interference. Just try to go out there and make a play. I think it's just like a little like hand fighting on both parts. But he had some good coverage. It was a great pass, and I just try to make a play for my team.
What do you think this win says about your team's resilience, not only offensively but defensively, just the resilience?
Man, I tell you what, we got a lot of high character guys, a lot of resiliency. Adversity builds character, and I think that really showed today. I think there's going to be a game that helps us down the road. That's a very talented team, and they play really well. We just got to learn from our mistakes and just continue to get better.
What is it like running that 2-minute drill with Tom Brady and being in those moments?
Oh man, it's amazing. You have the ultimate confidence that one, he's going to get us in the right play, and two, that he's going to go to the to the right place with the ball. So for us as receivers, we just run our routes to the best of our ability and just give him a lane to throw it.
What can you say about the play of Rob Gronkowski and really the combination of him and Tom Brady? Last time you guys played a big game here, 2 touchdowns, 2 tutties, 2 tutties tonight.
Yeah, Rob Gronk's a stud, but y'all know that. He's been doing this his whole career. He amazes me every time because he's so big, and he runs so smooth, but he covers so much ground, and he's so difficult to guard and tackle. Glad he's on our team.
What was that 5 minutes or so like for you between the fumble and the time you guys got the ball back?
I think it was good for me. It gave me a chance to really like sit with myself, accept the mistake that I made, and then get myself ready to go back out and bounce back. I knew we were going to have another opportunity. I have full confidence in our defense. So from that point, it's just go out there and just make whatever play comes your way.
Chris, there's a lot of confidence in that this team has, and cohesion that this team has, that probably is going to carry it a little bit further than some other teams down the road. Do you think that's something you guys can definitely take advantage of as you guys try to pursue the second title here?
Yeah, I think so. I think just having everybody back is going to be huge for us. Like, we're so familiar with each other now. We're able to work on things that we weren't able to work on at this point last year, where we were just trying to figure each other out. But that there's no substitute for hard work. Even though we're all back and we're familiar with each other, that doesn't guarantee us anything. And as you can see, we got a lot of work to do. But I'm confident in our guys.
Piggyback on that, you guys played well enough to win tonight, obviously. I'm wondering if you think you guys played well, and what's the ceiling when you improve?
I think we have a lot of room for improvement. Made a lot of mistakes on both sides of the ball. Our special teams play really good, so like that's a bright spot. But yeah, we got a lot of room to improve, and but I'm confident in our ability to do that. Just gotta go back to work.
How much do you rely on that conversation that you had with Tom last year that you said was so meaningful, where he told you when you had a case of the drops, and he said, you're still my guy, I believe in you, I'm still going to go to you.
Yeah.
How much did that help you tonight, when you were going back out there, when you had to make that big catch?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps me, just knowing that my quarterback's not going to lose faith in me. I think the good thing is that football is such a beautiful game, and we all go through struggles. We all go through adversity. It's hard enough to do things on there, let alone against another talented team. So it's really just like sticking with it, trusting your guys and trusting yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Y'all have a good one. Be safe.
Did we miss press conferences? Or do we like Zoom? Zoom's pretty good. Zoom's.
He likes this better.
Really? Does he? Well, I like the, yeah. Well, I do. No, I do. I said I do. I like Zooms too, though.
Our weekly powwow.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. Anyway, how you guys doing?
Tom, for all the mistakes you guys made, you get the ball back with a chance to win the game. Just, Chris had that fumble, you go right back to him. Talk about that drive and his redemption.
Yeah, he made a huge play for us. We just had so many drives there in the middle of the game where we didn't do anything to keep them off the field, so we kind of exposed our defense, and then obviously we're not moving the ball. Had a couple turnovers. That certainly set us back, so there's obviously a lot to clean up. But, I have confidence in all those guys. I've been here, 18 months now, so I've had a lot of time with Chris and Mike and Scotty, Tyler, OJ, and Cam, obviously with AB and Gronk, and then, the backs. So we've not a perfect game. There's obviously a lot to kind of unpack from this one, but it's a good football team. They have a really good offense. They have a, very sound defense. They have a lot of good players on defense. So it's a good team. We're going to have to, we obviously got a lot to clean up.
For you personally, how much different do you feel? How much more comfortable are you today versus week 1 last year and 18 months ago?
Yeah, a lot. Well, last year sucked after the first game. Let me say that. That was come a long way from 365 days ago. That was a pretty lonely feeling after the game there in the Superdome. But, again, we won. It's great. But, we know that it was a far from perfect, and we've got to get back to work and clean a lot of stuff up.
The last time you guys played a big game here, it was you and Rob hooking up for 2 tutties. You guys
Yeah.
did it tonight. What does it mean to have a guy like him that you can trust in big situations?
He's going to have he's had a great camp. I knew he was going to have a great game tonight and be prepared. He, obviously went to him there on the 2-minute drive. He had a huge catch and run. He's just a great player, just a great attitude, great teammate. I think everybody in the locker room just loves that guy, watching him, being with him, and on and off the field, he's just an amazing guy. So everyone loves seeing guys like that successful, and I'm just happy that he's loving what he's doing and contributing to the team the way that he is, and it was really fun to see tonight.
Hey, Tom, on that second touchdown to Rob where he released and then went over, was that improvised? Was that the design?
No, that was not the design. So there was a lot of things that were off on that play, but one of a few where we just quite didn't execute things the way that we were hoping, and I'm glad we made the play, but again, you can't live on those, and I think the margin of error is thin in the NFL, and 1 or 2 plays, that's the way the game goes, and fortunately we found a way to win, and I'm really happy Ryan and the field goal team made that really clutch kick there at the end. That was great to see. Special teams was just awesome tonight. But as a team, we all know we got to get back to work and try to improve.
I think this number's correct. That was your 40th fourth quarter comeback.
I've been playing a long time. It's a lot of football.
Beyond that, though, what is it about those moments that brings out the best of you?
It's just competition at its best. So NFL football challenges you a lot in different ways, and we've worked hard on our 2 minutes. So it really comes down to execution, and sometimes we're going to need it. And you never know when you're going to need it. Before the end of the half, we used a Hail Mary tonight. That was the first time I'd used a Hail Mary here. We had a few last end of the game situations there where we were trying to just kill some clock and throw the ball out of bounds. So, situationally, a lot of things are coming up, and, we just got to be on top of things. And, you got to string together a lot of communication about these critical moments and how to make the important plays when you need to. And I think the important part about the last drive of the game was, we executed some really good plays at the right moment. And it was great to see. It's going to give us a lot of confidence.
How much is your comfort level with the 2-minute groan year over year?
A lot. Yeah, certainly a lot. And, we got to keep improving it. And that's the reality. It's a lot of games come down to 2 minute on both sides of the football. Came down to the offense tonight. We needed to get out there and do something for the team to help us win. And we got to put ourselves in a position, and then Ryan made the kick. So that makes it really good when the ball goes through the uprights. So,
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. We got Rob Gronkowski.
Hey, guys.
Tutties. Last time you were here playing a big game, you got 2 as well. What did that mean for you to have such a meaningful performance?
Well, first off, we got the win. That's what's most meaningful is just getting the win, because you can have as many tutties and you don't get that win. What's the point? That's what it's all about, is getting the win. But it was a good performance. It was a good start to the season. I feel like as an offense as a whole, we can definitely correct things, including myself. I feel like I could definitely play better, block better. Go out there with a faster start for sure, but overall we got the win. We did it as a team. We stuck together the last 60 minutes, did that final drive, which was huge. It's all about playing 60 minutes when it comes down to football. I mean, every game's close in the NFL basically, so we finished out strong, and that was big.
Hey, Gronk, Tom was just saying that second touchdown was not by design. It looked like you blocked and then you released as he was improvising a little bit. Can you walk us through what you were thinking on that play?
Yeah, I know. I don't like to give away that play. That's my favorite play. But, Tom made a great call. I think I was actually on a route, and then he checked me into blocking, and then he checked me into blocking and then releasing. And I was like, oh, man, he just sees it all on the field. It's impressive. I mean, the guy has been playing for like 80 years, seen every defense, seen every player, played with so many, and just sees, so many fronts too. So he saw it, he read it well. It's a play we've scored a couple of tugs on in our career. So, but no more talking about that play, because I like that play. I don't like anyone knowing about it.
I just say it looks familiar, though. So like I say no.
Does it have a name?
For sure. No, it doesn't.
This one tonight looked like he should have ran it in.
What's that?
The touchdown play you're talking about looked like Brady should have ran it in.
On the one that he threw me?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I didn't see that. I didn't really, see the replay or anything, but I don't know. I like when he throws them instead of running, because then 2 people get a tug. He gets one, the receiver gets one.
You've been in many 2-minute situations with Tom. What's the demeanor like in the huddle in that 2-minute drill?
We're prepared for it. We go over a lot of things in practice, go over all the signals, all the plays, where everyone's got to be. So it's just no surprise we went out there and executed it the way we needed to, because we put a big emphasis on it a couple times a week. In training camp, it was basically every day for a week straight, and we were finishing with the 2-minute drill. And just the way he keeps himself posed and just finds the open guy where they need to be is just fantastic.
Rob, you and Tom don't have a lot of teammates that have experience in defending a Super Bowl championship. Have you guys talked to your teammates about how different it is when you have the target on your back?
I mean, it is football. At the end of the day, I mean, every team's always coming out and playing hard. Every team's got a lot of great players. But I mean, it's just a little bit more of a target on your back for sure as defending champs. Definitely, everyone wants to come and measure their success when they play us. But we just got prepared, and every week we got to find a way to get better so that we can stay ahead of the game.
Gronk, Coach mentioned you're a lot healthier this year. AB's a lot healthier as well. Is there another level that you two guys can take this offense with your familiarity?
We're always just trying to take it to another level. That's what it's all about, and that's how you stay ahead of the game. I mean, if you're not trying to take it to another level, other teams are stacking up. The competition's always stacking up. and the competition's always bringing it to another level. So that's the only way you can, stay on top of your game, is trying to find ways to take it to another level, trying to find different ways to get open, and that's what it's all about. That's how you keep going in this league.
There's been a lot of talk, obviously the last couple of years of Kelsey, Kittle, Waller, becoming the best tight ends in the game. Do you think people maybe have forgotten about you, or you think this was a nice little reminder for them?
I mean, they're all great tight ends out there. I just go out there and just play my game, whenever the game is, and just try to ball when the ball's thrown to me.
Could you imagine feeling this good playing football a few years ago?
Yeah, definitely.
Physically?
Yeah, definitely. I believe that you can basically come back from anything. There's points in my career where I was like, dang, I'd taken some serious injuries before, but you can basically come back from anything unless if it's super, super major. But I mean, I've had, how many ever surgeries, how many ever injuries, quad contusions, whatever, and I just believe they're all fixable unless if it's something super major. And I definitely learned from Tom doing his TB12 way and everything, and definitely that if you just put your mind to it, even when on my crappy days I'm feeling bad, I'm like, man, I just gotta go back in the garage, fix, bring out the tools and fix myself up.
You and Tom have been going strong for years. What it feels like to be back on the field with number 12 and on a regular season now?
Oh, it feels good. I mean, we just had a long training camp. We've just been working hard, practicing basically every day. So it just feels good to go out there and put it out in the field now, out in the actual live game. It feels good to get back into a regular season groove. I mean, training camp, is a grind for sure. But once the season starts, that's what it's all about with football. So it feels good to be back.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Ryan Sucker?
What a last 2 weeks you've had, right?
Yeah.
How are you feeling, first of all?
I'm starting to feel better now. It was a little rough there for a few days, but feeling a lot better. They took great care of me here, and obviously was excited to be able to come back and be ready for tonight and be able to play.
Do you feel like you're physically at full strength, or is that still a little bit ways away for you?
Yeah, I think I'm there. I still have a cough and can't smell anything, but other than that, I'm fine. So it's good to be back here with all the guys, and certainly fun to be a part of this one tonight.
Brian, this could have been a much easier, simpler win, but what does it do to have that situation, to have a 2-minute drill and have the kick you had to make it like you did?
Yeah, it was something that our coaches do a great job preparing us for. We practice situations like that all the time. It was great to go out there. Bradley and Zach, I give them a ton of credit. Those guys do such a great job snapping and holding. That often gets overlooked. And those guys do such a great job. It makes my job easy. And so, there are a lot of people that went into that, and the guys up front did a great job. Obviously, our team did a great job putting us in position. And so, it was fun to be able to come out with a win tonight.
What's it like kicking that field goal again in front of a sold-out crowd and having that moment?
Yeah, it was special. Last year we didn't have too many games. I mean, we had some fans, but it wasn't like tonight. And season opener, our fans were great. We have awesome fans here in Tampa, and it's something I'm really thankful for. And to get to do this in front of them on opening night was really special. It's something I'll remember for a long time.
When there's a minute and a half left and you see 12 trotting out there, do you just kind of know you're going to get a chance to kick that up?
Yeah, I was pretty certain we were going to have a chance. Obviously, he's the greatest quarterback of all time. He's the greatest player of all time. And he's so calm, so collected. His poise, I think it permeates everybody. And everybody goes out and plays better because of him. And, credit to our offense and our coaches, put us in a great position, went right down the field. Great 2-minute drill. And, we were able to have a small part at the end of it. But, it was really cool.
Ryan, you go back a month into training camp. You had a couple days where you weren't necessarily making a lot of kicks. It seemed like Bruce very consistently was saying, when it comes time, we know he's going to be there. What does he tell you after a game like this and a kick like that?
Well, it was actually really cool. I went to coach, this was about 3 or 4 days ago, and I didn't realize that we were going to be having a team meeting on Friday. I thought we were going to be off. And so my wife and I had planned, my family lives back in Nashville, and so we had planned my son's birthday party for tomorrow. And I have a 2:30 flight that I was going to try to get on. And so I went to him 3 or 4 days ago and said, hey, Coach, I'd really love to be at my son's birthday. I'll be at the meeting if you need me, but if I can go, I'd love to go. And he was like, oh, he was great about it. Said, yeah, go to the birthday party, have fun. And so it was kind of neat because tonight I thought he'd honestly forgotten about it. And as soon as we made the kick, I came off the field and he gave me a big hug and said it's going to be a heck of a birthday party tomorrow, isn't it? So that was pretty cool for me, and that meant a lot to me. That Coach is great with families, and this business. My family stays in Nashville. My kids are in school in Nashville, and it's tough. There's some hard parts of that, and so when we can do things like this, it's really a blessing to be able to get back and spend time with them.
What are you guys gonna do for the birthday party?
Well, you know what? It's actually like my son. He's turning 6, and he absolutely loves football. He had his first flag football game last week, and I'm actually going to get to go to one on Saturday. And so it's like a Buccaneers themed birthday party because he wouldn't have it any other way. So.
Watch. I mean, I know it was really late, but did he get to stay up to watch the game?
Yeah, so he was petitioning with Mama all week, and he's got school at 7:30 tomorrow, and Mama let him stay up till halftime. So literally the first text I got home, my wife, or after the game, I saw my wife had texted me, and she's like, I'm so bummed I made him go to bed at halftime. He's gonna be so mad when he wakes up in the morning.
Right. What's your son's name?
Cooper. Yeah. So.
Will there be it's a Buccaneer thing. Will there be costumes?
I don't know about that. We're gonna. I know there's a super. I think there's like a Super Bowl cake, like a trophy of cake from last year. So I know my wife's got that down. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Kids will be swimming, and I think we got a water slide, and it should be a good time.
Get a pirate costume, Dan.
There you go. Hey, you know what?
Come on.
I've done crazier. I've done crazier things for sure. So, so we'll see.
Well, you are professional athletes, obviously, but tell us the truth. Were you nervous? Because you were in a COVID situation just a few days ago, and right now you're kicking the field goal to winning. Sounds like a Cinderella story.
Yeah, it was really special. One of the things that has always helped me throughout my career is my faith, and I always just pray for the Lord to give me peace when I'm out there. There's a couple Bible verses I'll recite, and honestly, I felt completely calm. I felt really, really at peace, and was able to just go out there and execute. And so I give him all the glory for that. So that was pretty cool.
What position does Cooper play in his flag football league?
He's kind of doing it all. I'm getting videos of him he was at practice yesterday, and he was like throwing touchdown passes and running for it was awesome. So he loves it. So it's pretty cool.
Cooper.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome.
That's fun.
Thanks, Frank.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Safe travel.
All right, thank you.